beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. In this video, I'm going to share one small little tip that's going to change your life. And it's going to change your manifesting game because you're going to know when to do this and when you don't need to do it. So the tip is inspired action. And a lot of people get scared when they hear the word action because they don't feel like they want to do too much in their life. And that's actually because you've probably worked your entire life. You went to school, then you got a job. And if you think about however old you are for that many years, when have you ever really let your nervous system rest? And that's why we all have this deep calling to not want to work because we grew up in a culture where they told us that we had to work hard to be loved. And we have that conditioning now. And all our soul wants to do is to rest, but we all don't feel safe resting because we feel like we're not going to be loved. So on the manifesting journey, you know that you have to rest in order to allow manifestations to come in. But there comes a time where you have to take inspired action. I have a client who lives in Sweden and she's an amazing woman and she was so brave. She took a leap and left her job in the winter and she had to rest. She had to just be patient and wait a couple months for things to align. And she started to get this feeling like she wanted to sell the house she's living in. And it was passed down to her from family, and she would get to sell it and make a profit off of it. And it would be such a gift. And I told her, this is the universe and how it works. Accept this gift. And if you're feeling that nudge, you have that little whisper, sell your house. And she was feeling already overwhelmed with the house. There was a lot of fixes that need to be made. It was just bigger space. There's a lot of things in the home. There's old energy in the home from those family members from her past. So the thought for her to not have to take care of this big home as a single mom, to move away from that old energy, to have something a little bit smaller in a quieter environment was really like juicy and good to her. It kind of lit her up. She was like, yeah, that would feel really good. It's almost like that relief feeling when you rest. So number one, she realized she quit her job. She created space for her nervous system to rest. She trusted that the universe was moving things around her. And then all of a sudden, she started to get these downloads, these ideas to sell her house. And she started to feel uncomfortable in her body. So that's great awareness on her part. She paid attention to the inner calling, and then she had to take the inspired action, which is the whole point of this video. So if she did not take this one step, she would still be in the situation that she was in a couple months ago. But the universe brings you these downloads and these ideas for a reason. It's because it has something lined up for you. When she quit her job, she was worried about her finances. She's like, I don't want to have to go get a 9-to-5 job. I don't want to have to do this. I want to find other ways to create abundance. And the universe had this lined up for her, but she didn't quite see it yet. She never thought she would maybe leave this house. I don't know. I haven't had that conversation with her. But looking back 2 months ago, I think the universe was like, yeah, she's going to sell that house in a couple months and it's going to give her the funds to provide for herself for a long period of time so she can continue to rest and heal, so she can gather the energy to go do her mission, to go do her next steps in life. But we can't do our next steps in life when we're in an environment that doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel expansive. It doesn't feel light. So she had to take the inspired action to list her house on the market. And I got a text from her today to say that it's up, it's ready, things are rolling, things are happening fast. She got the person to come take pictures of her home super, super quick. So everything is aligning. And that's how you know the universe is moving in your favor, is when it brings you people to help you. Like it brought her the best realtor. It brought her the best photographer for her house. I'm assuming it did. Because that it happened so quickly. So normally it is in divine timing. I have another friend who is looking to move, and she had to read the contract of the new apartment lease, and it was in another language, and she's a language, but she's not super strong with it. The universe brought her an amazing man to interpret it and to tell her it was safe to sign the contract. So that's how you know when you're inspired action, when you take a step saying, I'm going to list my house on the market, and then it's out of my hands. And then I'm going to let the universe bring me my manifestation of this extra money from the sale, or maybe the opportunity to live in a better environment, a better home. The universe will take care of all that for you. But sometimes we have to get the ball rolling. We can't just sit on these ideas when we're sitting in discomfort and we know we don't want to live somewhere. We have to take an action step to move. We have to reach out to somebody. We have to ask around. We have to go to that place where we want to live and just drive around and see what the area feels like. This is huge with your manifesting game. So there's receptive mode where you can sit back and just say, okay, universe is going to do everything for me. I just have to make my list and then the universe is going to do everything for me. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes we have to make the move ourselves to drop the pebble in the pond, and then the universe takes the rest of it. And I like to be the one who shows my clients when to take the move. I confirm to them that their inner knowing is right and they can follow it. And if it's consistent and it feels good, then they can do it. And I give them that courage. And once they do it once or twice, then they don't need me anymore. Then they can do it on their own for the rest of their life. And same with all of you watching this video, you're now going to know, okay, I've been in an uncomfortable situation, but I've had the thought to do something to change it, but I just haven't taken action. This is your call to action. Take the step, make the call, send the email, list the house. Go to that city to see if it feels right. I did that in the winter. I literally flew to Texas to see if I wanted to live there. And there was an ice storm when I got there in Texas. I don't know if you guys know this, but Texas is a very hot state. So the fact that there was an ice storm was very rare. So for me, that was my cue to say, okay, this is not a match. I really didn't enjoy myself while I was there, driving around and stuff. It wasn't enjoyable. And I know the community is apparently like the best part of Austin, Texas. And I didn't get a taste of that. But being there, it just felt constricted. It felt tight. I felt like I wasn't supposed to be there. But I needed to know that. I needed to have that experience that I didn't really enjoy it there. Otherwise, I was always wondering, do I want to live there? So we have to take these small actions to see how the universe responds. So if I would have went to Texas and it would have been like the best time ever, the weather would have been great, I would have been meeting all these different people, the food would have been amazing, then that would have been my cue to be like, all right, Michelle, you want to live here. But it was the complete opposite. I felt trapped. I was stuck in my little Airbnb for a day or two, and I was only there for 3 days. So that was clear feedback from the universe that that wasn't the right move, but I had to take the action to find that out. So I encourage you all, take action. You can trust yourself, listen to that inner nudge, and just see what happens. I told my client, list your house on the market and then it's out of your hands. The universe will handle the rest. You don't have to do anything else, and then you can rest. All right, lovies, if you need help, everything's below in the description box. I would love to help you on your journey. I'm in the process of creating a manifesting course, so keep your eyes, ears, and hearts open for that. As soon as it's created, I will link it below. In case you're watching this at a later date and it's already out, it'll be linked below. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, connect your energy to my channel, and thank you so much for supporting me on my journey, and I want to do the same for you. All right, peace out.